Did you ever imagine that a few pounds of air in a football could spark one of the most talked-about scandals in NFL history? In early 2015, Tom Brady and the New England Patriots found themselves at the center of a firestorm that questioned not only their integrity but the NFL's entire approach to rules and fair play. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the infamous Deflategate, from the playoff game that ignited the controversy, to the investigations, and the long-lasting fallout that reshaped how the league views its biggest stars. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see that Deflategate was about far more than just football pressure. It was about trust, reputation, and the power of public opinion. If you love uncovering the biggest sports controversy, subscribe right now and smash that like button. It really helps support the channel and ensures you won't miss any future deep dives. Hey everyone, I'm History in NFL, a lifelong sports fan who's fascinated by how off-the-field drama can be just as riveting as what happens under the stadium light. Here, we pull back the curtain on iconic sports moments, exploring how they've shaped the game we know and love. Today, let's unravel the truth behind one of football's most controversial sagas, Deflategate. So how did a routine equipment check turn into a league-wide scandal? Was Tom Brady really orchestrating a secret scheme for a competitive edge, or did the NFL overreach in its determination to protect the integrity of the game? Let's go step by step, starting with the playoff matchup that kicked off the drama, the investigations that followed, and the ultimate price the Patriots had to pay. Setting the stage, the AFC Championship, January 2015. On January 18, 2015, the New England Patriots hosted the Indianapolis Colts in the AFC Championship game at Gillette Stadium. The Patriots, led by Bill Belichick and quarterback Tom Brady, were seeking another Super Bowl appearance to reinforce their dynasty status. Meanwhile, the Colts, under quarterback Andrew Luck, hoped to dethrone the perennial favorite. The game quickly tilted in the Patriots' favor, with a 45-7 final score. But behind the scenes, Colts staff had grown suspicious about the Patriots' footballs feeling underinflated. A simple question, are these balls regulation? Would soon balloon into a scandal that overshadowed the entire league. The first rumblings, post-game suspicion. Right after the game, reports surfaced that 11 of the 12 footballs used by the Patriots were under the minimum allowed inflation level, 12.5 psi. Media outlets pounced on the story. Terms like Deflategate, playing off the infamous Watergate, proliferated overnight. Many fans saw it as another chapter in the narrative that the Patriots, already fined in 2007's Spygate scandal, were perpetual rule-benders. Social media exploded with jokes, memes, and heated debates. Some insisted Tom Brady didn't need deflated balls to win. Others believed the controversy stained everything the Patriots accomplished. The NFL steps in, investigations and finding. Commissioner Roger Goodell commissioned an independent investigation led by attorney Ted Wells, known as the Wells Report. Over the following weeks, the Wells Report dissected text messages, equipment room footage, and the statements of Patriot staff, most notably two locker room attendants, Jim McNally and John Jastremski. The report concluded it was, more probable than not, that Tom Brady had at least some knowledge of the underinflation. It painted a picture, albeit circumstantial, of subtle tampering that might have occurred just after officials finished their pre-game checks. Many in the public demanded hard evidence. Critics argued that the NFL's experiments about ball pressure in varying weather conditions weren't always consistent. Still, the league remained firm that rules had been violated. The punishments, suspensions, fines, and draft picks. The NFL handed Brady a 4-game suspension, citing his general awareness of the situation. The Patriots organization faced a $1 million fine, the largest monetary penalty ever levied against a team at that point, and forfeited 2 future draft picks, a first-rounder in 2016 and a fourth-rounder in 2017. Bill Belichick, although not personally implicated in the tampering scheme, was publicly critical of the process, maintaining that he had never instructed anyone to deflate footballs illegally. Patriots owner Robert Kraft initially expressed outrage, calling the sanctions unprecedented and proclaiming the teams innocent. The tension between the Patriots and the league office escalated, leading many to label the situation a power struggle between a successful franchise and an NFL determined to uphold its rules. Legal battles, appeals, and drama. Tom Brady, backed by the NFL Players Association, NFLPA, appealed the suspension. The case moved through the NFL's arbitration process, where Commissioner Goodell served as the arbitrator. Brady's side argued lack of direct evidence and inconsistencies in the Wells Report's methodology. Goodell upheld the 4-game penalty. The next step was federal court. A U.S. District Court judge temporarily nullified Brady's suspension, allowing him to start the 2015 season. Many believed Brady and the NFLPA had effectively won. However, an appellate court later reinstated the suspension, and in 2016, Brady missed 4 games. The saga dragged on for over a year, dominating sports headlines and overshadowing other league storylines. Fallout and public perception. The Patriots began the 2016 season without Brady, relying on backup Jimmy Garoppolo and rookie Jacoby Brissett. Remarkably, they still managed a 3-1 record before Brady returned. Brady then led the team to victory in Super Bowl 51, mounting an iconic 25-point comeback against the Atlanta Falcons. For Patriots fans, it felt like redemption, proof that Deflategate was but a hurdle. For critics, it revived arguments about how the scandal had tested the league's ability to enforce rules fairly. The NFL's reputation took a hit, too. Many questioned the fairness and thoroughness of Goodell's investigation process. Some pointed out that ball inflation levels can fluctuate naturally due to temperature, stirring debates about scientific accuracy and standardization. Others argued that Goodell's desire to appear tough overshadowed nuance. Unpacking the debate. Integrity of the game. Critics saw deflated footballs as an unfair advantage. Quarterbacks customarily prefer certain grips, so a less inflated ball could, in theory, aid passing accuracy. Brady's involvement, direct or indirect, was a blow to fans who believed in the Patriots' dominance as purely skill-based. Overblown scandal. Others argued that the scandal was inflated, pun intended. They maintained that the actual impact on the game was negligible, that the Colts still suffered a blowout. They also pointed out the league's inconsistent stance on equipment violation. Media frenzy. Deflategate took on a life of its own in the 24-hour news cycle. Reports daily, sometimes hourly, analyzed ball gauges, ideal gas law calculations, and text messages. The scandal arguably captured public imagination more than some actual games that season. CTA number 4, comment prompt. Now, I'd love to hear your take. Do you think the NFL overreacted, or was the punishment justified? Let me know in the comments. Long-term effects. Brady's legacy, for the most part, remains intact. He continued to rack up Super Bowl wins, with both the Patriots and later the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, arguably cementing himself as the GOAT in many fans' eyes. The Patriots organization remained under a microscope. Whenever the team achieved success, references to Deflategate often resurfaced. The NFL introduced more stringent ball handling protocols and random checks. This phenomenon also opened broader discussions about sports regulation. From doping in cycling to sign stealing in baseball, fans began to view rule enforcement as increasingly complex. For Goodell, Deflategate was a defining moment. It positioned him as a commissioner unafraid to penalize a marquee player, but it also generated significant backlash, with many labeling the process as heavy-handed and inconsistent compared to other infractions. As we've seen, Deflategate wasn't merely about the PSI in a football. It was about how the NFL polices itself, how it protects its image, and how one star quarterback found himself in the crosshairs of a media firestorm. Even now, opinions remain deeply divided. Some view Tom Brady as having skirted the rules, while others see the NFL's actions as out of proportion to the alleged offense. Ultimately, this event left us with two big questions. How do we handle gray areas in sports rules, and can one scandal overshadow a superstar's entire legacy? If you found this deep dive informative, I've got another video that you won't want to miss, breaking down another NFL scandal that rocked the league's foundation. Just click the end card to keep exploring the hidden side of professional football. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and drop a like to let me know you want more content like this.